Hey, Daniel. Hey, Steven Slots. Hey, Joshua. I'm not sure which one he is. If he's this one here, or if he's that one up there. Hi, Melissa D. How are you? I guess if I shouted out his name, he'd turn his head. But I don't want to distract him. Too high for you. Nicole, I did find tower. I'm not sure if it's him or the one way up there. And with the sun in my eyes. First, let me make this a little bit more stable. There we go. Let me get my sunglasses. Won't be able to read the chat with the sunglasses on. But and then there's one is with the Georgia Power. And this one is climbing down ever so gently. I run straight up there. See what's going on in the chat. Hello, Laura Kessler. Yes, they are making money. I do not want to distract them. I don't know, if I were them, I'd slide right down the cable. Be a quicker way down. I believe that's Tower Scratcher right there. Oh, come on, Melissa. You wouldn't be up there for no amount of money. Right now, he's only about 25 feet off the ground. Each time he moves a step down, he has to readjust his cables to hook up. Tower! Thank you, Joseph, for coming in. 15 people in here and 7 likes. We can do better than that. Remember, after all, we're watching Tower Scratcher. If I can locate him again, there he is. Hello, Amy. How are you? Hi, Courtney. Hello, Todd B. Oh, it was easy to find them. All I had to do was look up. Hi, Marilyn Mitchell. Driving down the highway looking up, looking for a man on a tower. Trying to hold the camera steady. How you doing? Right now he's at the point of no return. That other one is up there in outer space. And this guy here has the easy job. He just sits in there. Tower, how you doing?
All right. Chris.
Jim.
Yeah.
Hang on, I got something for you. When you do your live, do you use those as giveaways?
Oh, okay. Nice.
Who's that other guy up there?
Oh, that's my coworker.
Is it?
Yeah, that's Brandon. I normally have a guy named Nick, but he's down in Florida this week, so I've got him with me this week.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So we're having to replace a flash head cable that powers the LED beacon at the top.
Right.
And it was shorted out, so had to replace, take down the old one.
How does something that doesn't get bothered short out?
Well, it actually got pinched by, see all those brackets up there?
Yes.
They're holding the cell phone antennas?
Yeah.
Well, all those are held to that tower, to each tower leg with these, metal brackets. Well, somebody installed one and pinched the flash cable. And so now it's, I guess over time, it's shorted it out.
Why don't they use metal brackets with rubber inside it?
Well, they shouldn't have even put it around it to begin with,
right. Because I noticed when I was watching you on your live, you were taping the cable.
Yes. Yeah, that's how we're doing down this leg here.
Uh-huh.
We're taping the new flash head cable. So I did all the flanges. They're like 20 foot, every 20 feet is where the tower legs flange together. And he's doing the ones in between.
Oh, okay.
And he was finishing wiring up the marker box, which was halfway. That's where I was. I was wiring up the bottom half.
Right.
And he was wiring up the cable coming from the beacon to the box.
Now you do know we are live.
Oh, still? Oh, okay. Hey, I didn't realize we're still live. So that's fine.
Well, I went live when I got here.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be in. After we leave here, we're headed to Gainesville.
Right.
And then I'll be going to Daresville. And
Gainesville is a little closer to where I live.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we live in Pendergrass. It's only, this is exit 15, 21 miles away.
Okay.
So, but Gainesville is like 14 miles.
Okay. And then we'll be headed to Rome, up in the northwest area tomorrow. So.
Yeah, you may get to meet Penny Finder if he doesn't have to work.
Yeah. Well, one of the sites, we've got about 4 sites up there. And one of them I know is going to be a flash head replacement.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go up there and do that swap, and then I'm going to do some tickets up there.
So is that going to be a long process?
No, not really.
No?
No, this is a long process. This is several hours, to do this.
Where are you getting your tickets from?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'll probably get some whenever I'm up there tomorrow.
Okay. Well, if you go to Gainesville, there is a gas station, a BP gas station on Jesse Jewell Parkway called Wee Willie's.
Okay.
Okay. That is my go-to place.
Oh, yeah.
For tickets.
Okay.
So.
I've set some good tickets there, some claimers.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem is, I think he takes all the claimers before other people have a chance to get them, because I noticed that, because they sell tickets continuously and they know, like, where the one is from. I don't know how they figure it out, but they do. But he wanted to sell me one.
Well, that's a good day.
All right.
I hate to have your job.
I know, right? It's hotter down here than it is up there.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
All I had to do was change the meter and wait on them to finish. It took
Yeah.
an hour.
Yeah, we're having to replace the flash head cable.
I'm not going to interfere or anything. I just sit here and enjoy the view.
Oh, yeah.
And
Sitting in
Tower,
air conditioning.
That's right.
and Tower was enjoying the view up there. Because he wanted to sell me a claimer once, $1,000 claimer for $800. And I told him, I said, look, I'll pay more in taxes on that claimer than what I'd be paying you, because our tax is 30%. So it cost me $300 to claim that claimer.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, I'll give you $500 for it. At least I'll make a couple hundred. He's like, no, I can't do that. Well, I hope you sell it to somebody, because he can't claim it.
Yeah. Well, I saw something recently. I forget where it was. It was on the news last week, and I was up in, I think, North Carolina or somewhere. I've been all over the place. But anyway, apparently a customer had scratched a ticket, and it was like $1 million winner.
Right.
And I guess he asked the clerk if it was a winner or whatever, and the
Right.
guy told him no, and kept the ticket. And he ended up keeping the ticket for himself.
And
he got arrested. That showed his mugshot.
He went to the claim office.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
He went to the claim office to claim it.
Wow,
Not
that's
even
crazy.
giving it to like someone who maybe a relative
Right.
with not the last name as him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk
But
about stupidity, right?
yeah, stupidity, you know.
Man, I'm gonna get out of this article.
And they identified the customer.
Do you remember what state that was? I can't recall.
I believe it was in North Carolina
Was it?
or South Carolina. I think it was in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Those in the live will correct me because everybody knows about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember seeing it on the news. And see, I was in North Carolina a few days last week.
And he basically said his reason for it was the temptation got him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you should not have temptation, okay? Because the lottery, they're not stupid,
Yeah.
okay? And, you know, do your job. If the customer has a winning ticket, you tell them this is $1 million ticket. It has to be claimed at the claim office,
That's right.
okay? And that's it, you know. Your job is to sell them and cash them if you're allowed to. You know, anything up to a certain point.
Yeah.
But to steal someone's ticket, it's not worth it.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up right there.
But most of the time they only get like 12 months probation and a fine. I honestly think they should go to jail.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking $1 million, that's a felony.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a felony. You know, rob a bank for $1 million and you're going to get
Oh, yeah.
many years in prison.
That's right.
You know, this should be the same way. So, but this is awesome.
Yeah. So you didn't have any trouble finding it?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, I knew where it was.
You want a water or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I got my coffee in the car.
I'm gonna grab a wall.
Go ahead. Hello, Edward. Hi, Lottery Junkie. Hello, Text Guy. And I'm sorry, Lottery Junkie, if I didn't say hello to you in Tower's room. I was kind of busy getting dressed and coming out here to meet Tower. Because I had never met him before.
Probably taller than you think, huh?
I had no idea how tall you were, and to me, the height of someone doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 5'9". That's all I can say. That's how high God grew me.
That's right.
He did it for a reason. Probably so I wouldn't play basketball.
Well, it's definitely a lot hotter on the ground than it is up there. At least up there, once you get above the tree line,
Uh-huh.
you have the breeze.
The breeze,
you know?
yeah.
And then when you're at the very top, then you know you can pick up that that wind speed up there.
Right.
You know,
Now,
gusts and all.
see, just yesterday, we had our AC fixed. We were out of AC for 2 weeks.
So, yeah.
Okay.
That's a killer in these summer months.
It was a freaking kill. 90-something degrees every fucking day, you know. And so last night we actually had a good night's sleep, you know. So
That's good. Yeah, I reached out to the gambler, told him I was kind of in his neck of the woods,
Right.
too, you know. So,
but fat chance you'd get him to go up there.
no.
Now, see, I'd go. See, I'm not afraid of heights. I used to spend my time climbing up buildings,
Yeah.
you know, as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I once climbed the grocery store building with a broken arm and my cast all the way up to here. And I climbed up a grocery store building and got on top and jumped onto the roof below. That's how crazy I was when I was a kid.
So you said Maria's got to work tonight?
Yeah, she got to work. She was off last night because she had taken our son to meet his teachers.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
first getting close to the first day of school on Thursday. It was
My
me.
little boy starts back on this Friday.
Is that right?
Yeah. We live around Eatonton, Georgia.
And she had to go to two different schools. One is like the brains of the kids.
Okay.
It's an advanced school,
Yeah.
and then he goes there for 2 classes, and then to the high school for 2 classes.
Okay. So how far away is this from you? Where you live?
We live in Pendergrass, Georgia, down 85, right at exit 137.
Okay.
We're-
Is that around Jefferson?
Yeah,
Okay.
Pendergrass, Jefferson. Well, Jefferson is to the right, Pendergrass is to the left.
Okay. I remember doing a tower one time in Jefferson.
Jefferson.
I think that's when y'all first told me that y'all lived around that area.
Right.
I knew it was somewhere around there.
Yeah, because right at the exit is a QT. And then there's a speedway over there. Don't ever buy tickets from the speedway or the racetrack. Never. And really don't buy. The only thing the QT has is tickets in the machine. And they love to fill the machine with $50 tickets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'll have like 8, 10, 12 spots for $50 tickets. And then the rest, maybe 1, 10, a couple 5s, 3s, 2s, you know. So for some reason they like to push out these $50 tickets. I don't know if they get more money for the $50 tickets.
I know once they open the pack, it's theirs. You know,
Yeah,
like if it's unopened until they scan it, you know, to put it out,
right,
then they don't own that pack
right.
yet. You know, I know that much, but
But I mean, they're the ones who fill the machines, and you know, it's not like the distributor comes to them and says, we're going to give you 50 packs of $50 tickets, fill up the machine with them, you know, because a distributor wants as many tickets sold as possible
right.
in all denominations. Actually, in Pendergrass, Jefferson, there's really nowhere good to buy tickets. I have to go to Lawrenceville. And like last night during marbles, scratched a 20 times the money $5 ticket, and we hit a hundo.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, I still
But then
haven't seen
again,
anybody hit that 200X yet on that 200X.
I have not seen anybody
I
hit
haven't
it.
seen anybody close to, or a 500X on the 50.
There has been a few people that we know
See
that
that?
hit the 500X.
What do they find underneath it?
$1.
Just $1, really? Wow. That's too bad. Let me
Yeah.
show you this flash here. That's an LED flashlight right here.
How the hell do you carry that thing up with you?
It's a lot easier than having to tote up the rope. It's probably about 30 pounds or so.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah. But that's a brand new LED flash head. So that's what we'll be swapping out tomorrow.
And is there like only one per tower?
Well, it depends on the tower height.
Because that's the one that flashes at
Yeah.
night, right? So they can see there's a tower
That's
there.
right. Yeah, any of those lights you see, that's what we do. We install them. We do maintenance repair on them. We upgrade them from the old systems to the new LED systems, and we do the repair and maintenance on them.
And that's made by Vanguard.
Yeah, this is a Flash Vanguard. Flash Technology. They're out of Tennessee.
Okay.
But yeah,
So-
this thing is probably about 35 pounds. So,
And having to lug that up,
yeah.
and you got to go where? All the way up top?
All the way to the top.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But it's better than having to haul the rope, carry the rope all the way up, and then having to, send it down,
Right.
pull it back up.
Right. That is amazing.
It's a little added weight. Keeps you in shape a little bit, I guess.
I know a lot of people, you know, look at this and say, how can somebody do this? Well, one, if you're not afraid of heights.
That's right. That's the main
Okay.
thing, because there's a lot of folks that want to do the job, and then they realize real quick that the heights, they can't do the heights, you know.
But my attitude is, if you go up in a plane, you shouldn't be afraid of heights.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I like flying. I used to fly a whole lot when I was working out in retail. I used to have to fly out to different business meetings and trainings and all.
Right.
And I flew a whole lot. Yeah. I've been doing this for 7 years now.
Oh, that's nice.
Getting to travel anywhere, Florida all the way up to Maryland, all up and down the East Coast.
Now, when you have to travel, they pay for your hotel and stuff? Your meals, everything?
We get a per diem every day.
Per diem every day?
Meals, yeah. And,
That's good.
I got a company truck, so company credit card, all that good stuff.
Right.
So,
And that's good.
I'm normally I'm away like Monday to Friday, but then there's every once in a while they'll send me out for like a 2-week run.
Right.
And that's what I just got back from when I was up in DC.
Oh,
DC,
okay.
when I went live, I was in DC. And I did a little live stream up at the Lincoln Memorial.
Uh-huh.
And it was like Friday night, and I was up at the Lincoln Memorial, and I panned over and showed the Washington Monument. And those kind of, and then I did some Washington DC tickets.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of cool.
How'd you do on them?
I did all right actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I'll take that back. I think I got half back.
Well, let me tell you right now, I have not been doing anything on black box tickets.
Have you really?
Nothing. I mean, I had 3 black box tickets right in a row. Actually, on one I just did, it was a black box 14 on Monopoly, a black box 14 on the 777s, and I had the ticket number 8 and 9 for Platinum 7s, and black box was at number 9. And it was a $100 session, and I did nothing.
Wow. Man.
And I'm like, I gotta stop buying these black box tickets. I should leave the last one hanging.
Yeah, really.
I
I don't know. I mean, I found some good ones. I mean, I found some just like you, but like I found the 100X on a 000
Right,
on the 20 times the money.
right.
And then I found the 50X. No, it was 100 times the money. I found the 100X on 100 times the money, $20 ticket. It was on 000.
Right.
And I found the 50X for another 500 on the 29 black box.
Did you really?
Yeah.
See,
I think those are like the last 2 $500 winners I found, but they were both on black box tickets.
we found the 50 times on 50 times the money on ticket 28.
28, yeah.
Okay. And that's when Maria was doing a book.
I like it. Like if I see the last 2 or the first 2, like on $10 tickets, I'll normally get them because I figure I've seen a lot of winners like on 000,
Right.
01,
Right.
and then the same thing 28 or 29.
Right.
But,
And I usually do get them too. I've seen a lot lately on like $1 Billion Bonanza. There's 2 tickets left in that.
yeah,
And I don't want to get them both.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, those are rough on those $30 tickets because out of a 10 in a pack, you may only get 3, maybe 4 winners.
yeah, unless you're Carter, then you get 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember doing a book of the $30. Remember the Mega Jumbo Bucks?
Yes.
Pretty orange one. I remember doing a book of those, and I got 5 winners out of 10.
Which is great.
Which is great. I mean, it beat the odds of what you should get. And then I think it ended up being like $250 back out of 300. So that beat the odds.
You beat the odds, but didn't come out with a profit on it.
But, I mean, you could only come up with 3 winning tickets.
Right.
Out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah, to get 145, 150 back.
Yeah.
Which I've seen so much of. But
It's been a little while since I've actually done a book. I think the last book I did was those holiday 100X tickets.
yeah, we haven't done a book in a while either because the books they had not been doing anything but average give back. 145, 150, 155.
They can be rough. Yeah, I don't guess you see any holiday 100X anywhere anymore, dude.
Yes,
Can you
yes,
see
I
something?
saw them yesterday over at Gambler's Place.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
I didn't-
and then the smoke shop right next door had them.
No way. Wow. I didn't know you could find those anywhere.
Oh yeah,
Because it's still showing that where there's like two that haven't been claimed yet on the top prices.
and
Yeah.
sometimes you can't always go by that because somebody may have thrown out a winner
Yeah, true.
or two.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like they were just talking about this guy, his wife threw out a ticket, $5 ticket. He went back and got it out of the garbage, and he told her, "You didn't scratch the back." And she scratched the back, and it was a $200,000 winner.
What? Yeah. You wonder how much that happens.
Yeah. And then somebody says, I forgot who it was, but somebody said that Texas can't have a winner on the back unless it has a winner on the front. Because a lot of people don't scratch the back.
Yeah.
Forget that you can scratch the back.
Yeah.
I've done it myself, forgotten to scratch the back.
Right.
But fortunately, I scratch the barcode and scan it.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't throw away a ticket. And of course, me, I garbage pick, so I look for tickets that the barcodes haven't been scratched on, and I'll take those.
I know North Carolina's got some tickets that you can win on the back, but not on the front.
Right.
You know.
And Georgia does the same thing too, like the 100 times the cash. Oh no, I'm sorry. You said the holiday. No, these were the 100 times the cash, not the holiday ones. Those I haven't seen.
Yeah, the holiday.
The 100 times the cash you can win on the back without winning on the front.
Okay.
You know, so if you forget to scratch the back and forget to scratch the barcode and check it, chances are I may claim it.
Yeah.
And Maria always hated me when I would garbage pick, but now she understands why I do it.
I know the Gambler's done a few videos.
Oh, where he's?
Cash in the trash.
Yep, cash in the trash.
Yeah.
And whether you find $5 or $15 or 25 or 100,
Yeah.
it's all profit to you,
That's right.
you know, because you didn't spend your money getting the tickets.
How many folks you got in there?
I don't know. Let me see. We got 12,
Okay.
13.
I didn't have a whole lot in mind. Mine wasn't announced or anything. I just decided to do a little pop-up live.
Yeah, I guess this is good for me. I average 2.
Yeah. But I'm hoping, I'm gonna definitely try to do it tomorrow.
You know, we did marbles last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and the Punisher, Craig, he's the one that got the 20 times the money ticket that hit the hundo. So he won $50 out of that,
Nice.
you know.
Nice.
And that's nice when I can win like that
Yeah.
for the ones who win on marbles. But like the week before, the $3 tickets that I had, the 15 times the money, it was a clean sweep. I won on them all, and 2 of them were float note winners,
Oh, wow.
3 tickets
That's
apart, and that was fucking awesome because I personally had at one point had never found the 15 times,
Yeah.
and then I finally found it. Not that week, but about the week before, I finally found it. Okay. And then the week after, when we were doing marbles, it was just a clean sweep, 5 for 5. I said, because I knew you could do it. Carter's done it before, 5 for 5 on the 15 times. I said, I don't know if we're going to get that lucky, and scratch off the last ticket on it. And sure enough, it was a winner. You know, but we had a good week for winners.
Yeah.
Yesterday, there were only 2 winners out of 16 tickets. The $100 winner and a $2 winner. So it was basically a $2 profit. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. And I got those tickets at Gambler's Place. So, and then we went to Gambler's other place that he likes to go in Lawrenceville. Gambler's like, you didn't buy any tickets there, did you? I said, no, I didn't. I said, my wife got some $2 ones, the Loterias. He said, good, because I had gotten all the winners from there.
I wonder if that's the same one that he took me and Nick to. We met him up there. It wasn't the one that was next to the other place that he likes to go to. But
Was on
it was-
Northdale Road?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's where he took you to.
Yeah.
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 Now, the guy in the smoke shop, I think he wants us to do a meet and greet in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when I was in there yesterday, he's like, you could come in here, scratch your tickets. You know, he's got tables laid
Yeah.
out. I go, well, I got to use these for my YouTube fans, but you know, so I think he'd be up to a meet and greet in there, so he could get a lot of people in there and probably
Right.
get more publicity on his shop,
Oh, yeah.
more ticket sales and stuff
Sure.
like that. So,
Are you gonna try to go to that one up north,
I am going.
Rossville?
Yes,
Okay.
I went to the first one in Rossville. We'll be going to that one too.
I don't think I'll be able to make it, but I'd like to be able to make one of these days. But
Yeah, sometimes, you know, unless you're doing a tower up that way,
I know, right?
you know,
Yeah.
it's pretty hard for you.
Yeah. It's a nice little haul from where I live.
But then again, you don't know where you're going to be at, you know, around that
Yeah.
particular time,
That's right.
unless you already have your schedule laid out for the next 2 weeks where you're going to be.
Yeah, it kind of changes up, you know.
Yeah,
But what day is that on? A Saturday?
Saturday, yeah. That's a nice place because just down the road you can get Tennessee tickets, and right there you can get Georgia tickets.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I got to meet OG one time. OG and King.
uh-huh.
I was up around Atlanta, and I think he was passing down. He was on his way going south, and we were able to coordinate meet up. It's kind of cool to be able to meet.
Yeah, I've met OG and his wife at Gambler's Meet and Greet. They were at Carter's Meet and Greet, so I've met them a few times. Very nice people, you know. Actually, everybody is that
Oh yeah.
I've met. But it was nice to come out here to see you and,
Yeah.
you know, be able to see you up on the tower
Yeah.
from the ground.
We're about to go ahead and get this one wrapped up. But,
It looks like it, yeah.
yeah. We got to get the rest of the wire pulled through and get it hooked up and tested out. This will be a wrap.
And now you're going live tomorrow night,
Well, it'll be tomorrow during the day sometime.
tomorrow during the day with the tickets
Yep, I'll have Georgia tickets, and it'll be up on a tower
in Rome.
up in Rome.
Okay.
So it'll probably be, well, I don't know, it may be around lunchtime, maybe just before or just after lunch.
Okay.
So everybody will have to set the notification bell.
I know I got mine set,
Yeah, so
but it was Maria who came running downstairs. She's like, Jim, Tower Scratchers in Buford.
yeah. Well, I'm glad you could come down this way and say hello.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's not that far.
Yeah.
You know, I think it took me longer to get dressed than it did to get down here.
Yeah.
All right, Tower. Well, I'm going to let you go. It was a
All right.
pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, and everybody on YouTube, if y'all want to check me out tomorrow, I'll be up on a tower in Rome, scratching some tickets and doing some work, so y'all can check it out.
That's right. Check them out tomorrow. Should be right around lunchtime. Set your notifications. I don't know if he's going to do it as a pop-up or if he's going to schedule it.
Yeah, I'll try to schedule it once I kind of know, I can kind of narrow down a time.
Right.
You know, and I may put it something on my community post.
Okay.
So,
All right. Sounds good, Tower.
all right.
All right. You have a good day.
Yes,
Be
sir.
safe.
All right. See y'all.
Okay. Let me get my fat ass in the car. Ghost Man, how are you? I'd add Ghostman as a moderator. So that was nice seeing Tower Scratcher up on the tower, getting a chance to meet him. And yes, it is hot out here. Hello, Craig. Hi, Chrissy. How are you? Damon, what's going on? Debbie Durden, Courtney, Laura Kessler, Edward Iceberg. Craig the Punisher. By the way, Craig, congratulations from yesterday, hitting that hundo. If y'all didn't hear during marbles last night, Craig the Punisher hit a hundo on the 20 times the money, a win all, manual win all. Look at Damon, this is the roll call. No, we're not doing roll call till probably Thursday, because the next time we're doing marbles is Friday. Truck and Treasure, how are you? Now, I know I met Truck and Treasure at the meet and greet, but I'd like to meet Truck and Treasure out on the road when I'm driving a truck. Derek, how you doing? Penny Finder, you're going to see, Penny Finder, you're going to see Tower Scratcher in Rome tomorrow? No, I'm not climbing up on a tower to scratch with him. I won't be in Rome tomorrow. Otherwise, I would. Hello, Dr. Puss. How are you? Hi, Stephanie A. You will be at work until 5 p.m. Yeah, he says it's probably going to be around noonish in which he's going to go live scratching tickets. He said he's going to try and schedule it, but everybody look out for it. Oh, you're out in Texas. You know, I used to hang out in Laredo, Texas a lot when I drove down there. But I always got a good load out of Laredo, Texas. Okay? And when I say a good load, it was always anywhere between 3,000, 3,200 to 4 grand getting a load out of Texas from Laredo. You wasted your money on a midget. But see, now you can't get a load out of Laredo. They only want to pay $1,800 fucking dollars for a load out of Laredo going to Atlanta. That's ridiculous. I mean, it's not worth the price of fuel. Have to figure out a place to put this. I can't keep it attached to my steering wheel. It is highway robbery. In which the broker is getting more for the load, but now paying way less. For a load of onions coming out of where? And going to where? Edward, all I've ever asked for was an honest week's pay for an honest day's work. That's not much money going from California to the East Coast. That should have been paying $8,000 at least. I know what I can do. I can connect it right there and then put that up like that. Turn it like this, maybe I can see the chat. Because 1 week I actually made $9,000 in 1 week. And I wasn't even I stayed regional. I didn't even go anywhere long distance. I stayed regional. And I hauled light loads. And I hardly used up any fuel. And my boss was fucking happy. I mean, I know how to negotiate a load. Yeah, don't worry about that staying on the seat. Maria sits there. You know what the problem is too? The Biden administration, if there is one, has allowed the Mexicans and the Canadians to deliver all the way into the U.S. everywhere instead of having to drop off at the border and U.S. take those loads. So I watched a guy on YouTube yesterday. He was a Canadian. He was driving from Montreal. Well, he said he was going to South Carolina and Georgia, but he went up into, he came in through Minnesota and Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, and I'm like, see, these are the fucking miles that should be had by U.S. drivers. And then he took a fucking load back to Canada, okay? And he was bitching about the price, okay, so but once Trump gets elected, all that shit's going to change. They're not going to be able to deliver here in the U.S. They're going to have to drop off at the border and let those loads be taken by U.S. companies. And I blame independents for all this shit. And I've always said, listen, if the independents shut down for a week, I mean just shut down, no loads, okay? Don't do no loads, just shut down for a week. It will cripple this country. And you'll see the fucking prices of loads be so jacked up, you wouldn't believe it. But no, everybody's got a bitch and moan. I got a family to feed, I got a truck payment to make. Well, you know what? How the fuck are you feeding your family and making your truck payment when all you're doing is paying for your fucking fuel for that's the load you're taking? How are you making it? And that's my argument. If everybody fucking banded together and just shut down for a week, we could cripple the country. And then they'd have to jack up the price of the fucking loads. Especially the refrigerated and frozen stuff. Because, vegetables and fruit only last for so long. Okay? And I know I'm not looking at the chat right now, but, see, that's my argument. But, you have these, and I call them pussies. You have these pussies who say, oh, I gotta feed my family. Yeah, how the fuck are you feeding your family? If you're only making enough to make your truck payment, your fuel, your maintenance, how are you doing it? How are you feeding your family? How are you putting a roof over their head? As an independent truck driver, you really need to be making about $20,000 a month. Maybe more than that, because first, you have to allow yourself a fuel allowance of at least $2,000 a week. So you're talking $8,000 a month. Okay? And I'm not kidding when I say $2,000 a week, because look at the price of diesel. And then you got maintenance on your truck, you got insurance. The average cost of insurance is, what, $12,000 a month? Is it? No. Might be $12,000 a year. But that's a lot of money for insurance. And it's more if you don't pay it all up front. And then they cut out these fuel surcharges. We're still paying the high cost of diesel, but you're not getting the fuel surcharge anymore. I'm sorry I'm not looking at the chat. I'm driving. I mean, unless you're like me, who keeps cups of noodles in the truck, for a nice quick meal that costs 52 cents. Okay? To eat, it's twice or three times as much money to eat a meal now. So you got that expense. I mean, just yesterday, or day before, no, the other day, when we took Maria's truck to go get filled up with fuel, I should say gas. Fuel is diesel fuel. Gas is gas. To get filled up with gas, I needed to put it needed about 1.5 quarts of oil, and I don't see why. But a quart of oil was $6 something, and that was for the QT brand. I remember I used to get a quart of oil for 50 cents. And that was the good stuff. I mean, if anything, a quart of oil should not cost $6. It should cost at least $2. But when you need it, you got no choice. Okay? Even at the auto parts store, it's so expensive. And now Kamala Harris is talking about raising your taxes up to 80%. What the fuck are you going to have to live on? I'm still drinking coffee. I hope you guys can understand what I'm talking about, you know? And all it would take is for independents to band together. Because if independents banded together and stopped driving for a week, the local drivers would not be able to have anything to deliver after 3 days. Every warehouse would be completely empty, and you'd see the store shelves completely empty. Because a warehouse only holds about 3 days worth of food, okay? Or I should say 3 days worth of product. So it's all on the independents. So when you say you got to keep working so you can feed your family, I say bullshit. What, you're away from your family longer because you're only making so much money? And now you got to keep hustling and hustling and hustling. And then, of course, you know, you can only drive 11 hours. You can only be on duty for 14. And when you're being held, that's another thing. Being held up at a shipper or receiver, waiting to get loaded or unloaded, when it takes them 8, 12, 14 fucking hours to load you or unload you, that is bullshit, okay? There should be regulation that every company should have you unloaded in 2 hours or less. Otherwise, it's $100 an hour for detention. And the shipper or receiver has to pay for it, whichever one detained you for that long. And see, right now, the broker doesn't tell you what he negotiates for detention with the shipper or receiver. He says, well, we can give you this, and this is all the shipper or receiver is allowing. Bullshit. Transparency is what we need. Because we're not getting transparency. Because if I negotiate a load for $300 more than what they have the load posted for, I know they're still getting a hell of a lot more, okay? And which a broker shouldn't be able to make no more than $200 per load, because they don't even fucking do anything. There's no way a broker should be able to make $2,000 off a fucking load when you're only making this little, okay? There's no reason a broker should be making more off a load than what you're the one doing all the fucking work. You're the one driving, having to deal with these fucking roads, having to deal with the truck stops. Having to deal with the police. I mean, in Louisiana, they don't allow you to park on off ramps, on ramps. And they'll wake you up in the middle of the fucking night and say, move it or we're going to write you a ticket. Okay, I've had that happen. You need to go in a truck stop. There's no room in a truck stop. Oh, not my problem. Yeah, I know it's not your problem. We need more parking for trucks. When a truck stop only has 30 spots and it's filled up by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, what are you going to do? At least, you know, there's large truck stops like Iowa 80 on Interstate 80 in Iowa. There's a huge truck stop. There's a huge truck stop in New Mexico. But there's not many huge truck stops. I mean, the Loves, they don't hold, you know, that many spots. QT with the ones that aren't, you know, that sell truck diesel, like up by my house, they only have so many spots for trucks. And then the problem you have is bobtails taking up the spots for tractors with trailers. That's another thing. Which the truck stop shouldn't allow to happen, because there's actually a spot for bobtails to park. Okay? Taking up a whole spot with a bobtail. So when you're coming in and you think that's an empty spot right there, don't be surprised that you see a bobtail by the time you get to it. And I don't know why we're slowing up here. This one's doing fucking 60 miles an hour. Well, it's not him, it's the car in front of him. Now I gotta get around. Whoops. These cars that ride right along next to fucking trucks, they are the stupidest people in the world. I'm a truck driver and I would never ride right next to a truck. Boy, if that truck has a blowout, you're a goner, okay? Even if one of their tires explodes, it's gonna scare the shit out of you, it's gonna throw you off the fucking road. You either be in front or behind the truck. Because if you're in his blind spot, and he can't see you, and believe me, trucks have a lot of blind spots. Now I know I can't see the chat, so I don't even know how many people are in here. Oh, 13 people in here. Well, if you came here for Future XYs, you've come to the right place. There's a lot of potential in the room. And then they got to do away with double brokering. Like one broker will get a load from another broker for this price, and then they'll offer it for this price. And then when it comes time to get paid, nobody wants to pay you. Well, you got to get it from this broker. No, you got to get it from this broker. And then if you wait too long to file a claim against your bond, you're practically screwed. Then you got to take them to court. And even if you take them to court, fat chance you're going to get any money, because they're probably not going to show up in court. You're going to get a default judgment. Ah, crap. So, thanks for listening to my rant. Donald Trump should put me in charge of the FMCSA. I would fix everything the way it's supposed to. I mean, I was looking at the load board yesterday. And there was a load on there that was only paying 59 cents a mile. And that wasn't even the case, because they only include the miles from where the shipper is to the receiver, not your deadhead miles. So when I figured it out, it was like 28 cents a mile. I'm like, who the fuck would take this load? You gotta be out of your fucking mind. Doesn't even pay for your fuel. Nothing. I gotta stop in QT and get me a couple sodas. I mean, it's amazing. Anybody that took that load would be out of their fucking mind. It shows you don't even fucking care. I wonder if Maria took my emergency $10 bill. All right, you guys hang out here a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back in here. Let me get this going because it's hot outside. It's probably the hottest it's been today. So I'm gonna get the air going. There's my emergency $10. All right, Damon, you have a good one. Hey, Dewana, how are you? Well, I'm good, Dewana. I went to go see Tower Scratcher in Buford, Georgia. And it was a great visit. Ah, that soda tastes good. should be home in less than 5 minutes. And it looks like it's going to storm again. Ooh. So I can't leave the windows open. All right.
Hey there.
Hey. And of course, my son commandeered my computer. Larry handed Daddy the ashtray over there. Okay. All right. So I hope you all did too.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know Morgan and Morgan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they sponsor RCR.
Yeah, I don't care. Morgan and Morgan, they're just double talk.
I get ads about them all the time.
You have to remember a lawyer is only out to make money. If he can't make money off of you, he's no good to you. I have to see if Maria's awake.
This is Kyle Busch's Morgan and Morgan car.
Yeah.
Austin Dillon ran one as well. Kyle Busch ran his in the Clash.
Hello.
Yeah, it's almost 4:30.
All right, I'm getting up.
All right. Hey, Glenn, how are you? Hello, Donna Bockham. Text guy, I see you're still here. So I got my new mic for my CB. I have a Striker mic, so I got a Striker. I have a Striker CB, so I got a Striker mic. Hi, Stephanie. Okay, Donna. I did. I don't know. I'll have to check. I know I got the pictures of the 300X, the $500 winner, but I didn't see the 300X of the $200 winner. But like I said, my son has commandeered my computer, so I can't get into my email. And this is Pepsi Zero Sugar. And this is a pencil sharpener. Did you make yourself some chicken strips?
Yeah, I did.
Did you eat them?
Yeah.
They wrap your ankle too tight. Well, you see what he's doing. He's playing a racing game. I think it's funny because all they ever try to do is wreck you.
Because they don't know what they're doing.
No, they know what they're doing.
Many of them are just little kids with no idea what NASCAR even is. They just play this because it's on Roblox. Plus, many don't even take the time to choose a car. They just choose the first one they see. And many don't know who the driver is that they even picked.
And what I'm trying to figure out is how they all ended up passing you.
It's because they're drafting.
And they just gave you the Malachi Crunch.
I got the lead out of it. Hey, dude.
Hi, Kathy Servey. How are you? All right, Penny Finder, you drive safely. Oh, that's not good, Joshua. Why do you do races on Roblox anyway?
I can't do it in real life, so
You have NASCAR games,
yeah,
video
but
games.
I'm not playing with other people. I'm just racing with AIs. It gets boring after a while.
What does?
Racing against bots because they're easy to beat.
Yeah, but somebody wrecking you isn't a lot of fun either. Constantly wrecking you.
It's just I know how to deal with it.
Apparently not. You came in third.
Still pretty good. A lot of times if someone tries to strike me, the most they'll do is either spin them around or door slam them to show them I'm mad at them. So
Joshua says play online with other people.
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but you're playing with kids.
I'm not just playing with kids because there's a wide variety of ages that play this game. Even adults play this game. Probably not this game specifically, but they play Roblox.
Wow, my blood sugar is 367. You know what? Your mother didn't give me my pills today either.
I'm also watching a video about field fillers.
About what?
Field fillers, the people who just go into a race just to make some money and make the field seem bigger. Talking about starting parkers, where you would just start in a race with a thin field, run a few laps, and then go to the garage. Then you had a mechanical issue, leave and get the money. Although you can't do that anymore
Why not?
because NASCAR made a rule where you have to run the entire race.
What if you get wrecked?
Well, I mean, if you get wrecked, that's fine. They don't care about that. But
But I mean, if you have a mechanical issue,
well, yeah, they're gonna check and make sure you do actually have a mechanical issue. If you don't, you won't be able to start the next race.
well, and that I agree with.
So anybody who actually suffers an engine failure actually suffers an engine failure. Although those are easy to spot.
I'd already eaten something before I left, Stephanie. And then Maria made polo sausage and sauerkraut.
I mean, put two on the wall, just blocking. Most of these people don't even know how to wreck you. They just push you across the track into the wall or something. Oftentimes putting themselves in the wall.
I just couldn't sit there and do that.
I'm winning this one. $15 basically gave me the win there.
I'm not troubled about anything, Kathy. Actually, I went and saw Tower Scratcher today over there in Buford. And I had him on live with me. And he's going to be in Rome, Georgia tomorrow. Oh yeah, Winning Scratcher is going live tonight. I think it's at 7:15 maybe. Don't quote me. Well, the heat tends to beat you up a lot.
I'm glad we have the AC back.
Yeah, me too. Can I have my computer now?
Sure.
All right. It's getting old. I can't believe Maria was still sleeping at 4:30. Obviously, she didn't set her alarm. She should have been up by at least 4 o'clock. Oh. Let me see. Glenn Harless. No, I don't, Glenn, I don't have an email from you. And I was watching these motions hearing in this Young Thug YSL trial. Seems like this judge is basically doing the same thing that the other judge was doing, is denying everything for the defense. And the reason that they're siding with the prosecution on everything is because they're up for re-election and they don't want anything to cause them to get unelected. I mean, they're supposed to be ruling on facts and the law, not their own personal opinion. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Glenn. Here, I'm going to show you. This is Maria's email address. And here's one from you right here. Right there. That is the $500 winner. But somehow there's no other email from you. If I go to more and I look at a spam, oh, that's where it went. It went into the spam. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Not spam. I don't know why it went into the spam when your other one didn't. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Wow, number 74, a $200 winner. That is good. Awesome. And then, of course, we already got it, so I can... And that's the same thing. Okay. I got it, Glenn. Yeah, corrupt Georgia prosecutors. It's the same ones going after Trump. Now that it's in the appellate court, it's a whole different ballgame because the appellate court is not elected by the people they're appointed. So, or maybe they are elected. I don't know. No, they have to be elected because I seen Georgia Supreme Court justices on ballots. So I believe they're all elected. But the appellate courts and the Supreme Court of Georgia, the appellate court and Supreme Court of Georgia, they do things by the book almost all the time. Well, from now on, Glenn, your stuff will not go into spam, so... Yeah, Donna Bauckham, if you're still here, I'm gonna need your address again. I'll come and deliver your coins. Brian Kemp, he's an asshole. He's an asshole and a Trump hater. And he will not do anything for Trump, not even go after Fannie Willis. He could have removed her a long time ago. Let's see. Can a Georgia governor remove a district attorney When was this? What's the date on this? This is a year old. See, Georgia lawmakers also previously passed a measure that allowed for the takeover of local election boards for poor performance. A panel reviewing the elections operations in Fulton County, the most populous in the state, recommended not taking over the board earlier this year. Why? It's the most corrupt. And so is DeKalb County. Yeah, the whole problem with that, Glenn, is they're taking too much time. You know, the judge that was overseeing the case, he should have removed Fannie Willis from the case. Actually, he should have removed the district attorney's office from the case, from the Trump case, but instead just said that Nathan Wade had to go, even though they paid him already nearly $1 million. Yeah, and that's the problem. Kemp already said he's not going to do anything to help Donald Trump, which, as a Republican, you should. What are you going to do, Kemp? Vote for Kamala Harris? I mean, it should matter to you who the president is. Because he's the one who can say whether you get anything from the federal government. You didn't support me, you don't get nothing. How's that? Go and explain that to your constituents. Hello.
Larry made some chicken strips, I think.
I had a good meet and greet with Tower.
Did you? Well, that's good. After you left, not too long after you left, his video just went. He stopped it because it was just black.
Yeah.
No, that's what I meant. It wasn't here. Lee. It wasn't here. All right, there we go.
Yeah, and there was no true ballot count. What?
Somebody's live.
Yeah, I am live. I was live with Tower.
Oh, were you really?
That's what my title says. Live with Tower Scratcher.
I'm sleeping, so I didn't even know it. Okay. I gotta get in there and say hello to everybody.
And the reason, you could just say hello to everybody here.
I know, but I always like to be in your room anyway.
Glenn's saying hello to you.
Okay. Hello, Glenn. Who else is in here? And Joshua's here. Hello, White Fang. Hello, Kathy Servey. Hello, Donna. Donna sent me $40.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I need her address so I can.
Hi, Stephanie. Hello, Nick.
I need her address so I can deliver her coins.
I think we have it in the book, don't we?
Check.
All right. White Fang, how are you? Hello, Stephanie.
Hello, White Fang. I didn't even see White Fang in here.
I looked at
Although
my
I didn't
phone.
see a lot of people when I was driving.
Well, yeah, because you're driving. Let me see. I thought we had it in here. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Should be under B.
No, I don't have her address. No. No, I don't. If she's still in the room,
No, she's not in the
she's
room
not.
any longer.
Okay. Oh,
Let me-
you're doing good? That's good to hear.
Let me look in. We'll first look in MapQuest.
Okay. No, it was- Let's see if I page. How are you, Stephanie? This is garbage. Yes, indeed.
I don't see anything in the cooler there. Let me check Google Maps.
I don't, because I know I didn't have it. I am good, Stephanie. I just woke up not too long ago. Mr. Honeybee had to make sure I was awake.
Yeah, I don't see it in here in Google Maps.
Glenn says, I'm planning on getting your coin and a jar of honey at the meet and greet.
Oh, fantastic. We will bring honey with us. We won't forget it this time. Yeah, I don't see it in here,
Okay.
so we'll have to get it from her.
Did you want any,
I do.
okay.
Not that I do, because I don't, but I want some food.
That's what did you think I meant?
I do like we're getting married.
You've already said I do
Yeah.
32 years ago.
Don't I say I didn't?
No. You stayed out for a little, how long were you gone? I didn't even know.
I just got back a little bit before I called you,
Oh, okay. Okay.
because I was wondering why I didn't see you downstairs, and then I look in the camera and you're still sound asleep in bed.
I didn't want to wake up.
I'm like, God, it's almost 4:30. Maybe I should let her sleep till 6.
No, I couldn't do that. God.
And then she'd really be bitching. And I just said, well, you should have set your alarm.
I had my alarm set for 3:30, and I just didn't wake up.
Oh, so you slept past your alarm.
Yes. Oh. Somebody went to Q. Was that you that went to QT? For soda?
You see what I got?
Oh, okay. Alright, I'll warm you up some of the sauerkraut. Oh, his little calculator stuff.
But yeah, this judge is just doing the same thing that...
What, she just is bad? You trying to say?
She's denying everything that the defense is putting out there.
Just because they deny it doesn't mean that she's crooked.
I mean, she's saying that the ex parte hearing that was had was legal
Well, that I'm not in agreement with.
when it wasn't.
Yeah, that I'm not in agreement with because the defense was supposed to have been made aware of that. You just can't meet with the prosecutor and a witness and not have the defense there with them and not even notify them of something like that.
He hasn't, by this particular statement, admitted to committing any acts, right? He's saying somebody else did. All right,
That's, as it relates to the shooting, he didn't do that.
okay. All right. Okay, anything else on this issue?
Yeah. And Your Honor, the fact that Mr. Garlington is alleged to have been, according to the statement, with them when they drove by and saw Mr. Thomas before the murder.
Okay.
Also reflects his involvement
So Tower Scratcher was happy to
in
see
gang
you?
so.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right. Sure.
That's cool.
And Judge, if I
Hang
may,
on,
before
she might not
Mr.
be done. Go ahead. That's okay.
I would cite the court to United States versus Padilla, P-A-D.
Is this a new case that's not in your response?
I mean, the fact that she's only putting up witnesses so she can contradict their testimony,
Yes.
in other words, impeaching your own
It
witness.
is
Uh-huh.
2000 U.S. APP
And the defense has made the argument that
1843.
that the prosecutors goaded them into a motion for a mistrial because the state is losing, and they want a mistrial so that the case can be started all over again.
The defense says that.
Yes.
And the judge is denying that.
Well, she's put some under advisement. Some motion to dismiss is under advisement,
Okay.
but others she has denied.
I'm gonna eat too a little bit, so I'm gonna move this over there.
All right.
At what?
5, page 5.
Okay. All right, 2000 US APP Lexus.
Yeah, no, Tower said he was gonna be at, he's gonna be in
Yes.
Rome tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
He goes everywhere, don't he?
And he's gonna, yeah, and he was, he was in Washington D.C.
He rejected
Wow.
the arguments of Padilla and Rodriguez.
and he did Washington
the
D.C.
district court
tickets up
heard-
on a tower.
Oh, jeez.
That was probably the safest place
in
for him.
admitting
Up on the tower.
plea allocutions of 5 co-defendants, the district court found that all of the co-defendants' statements being admitted into evidence were self-inculpatory, involving inter alia admissions of membership in the named RICO conspiracy, and the court declined to reverse the district court's finding as an abuse of discretion.
That's the prosecutor or
So
one of them?
in
Yeah.
That lady, she looks so stiff.
his
You know
statements,
how
we would
prosecutors
argue,
look.
inculpate him in the RICO conspiracy that we have alleged in this case.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Sharp.
John, I think it's clear that this is not a statement against penal interest. It's what a reasonable person would believe.
You put salt and
to
pepper on
come up
this?
with
No, that's right, I didn't put that
these
on.
theories about
I mean, I put it
RICO
in when I
and
made it,
conspiracies when you haven't done anything wrong. I just don't see that as falling under that exception to the hearsay rule. Regarding the statements, whether they're in furtherance, you asked, was he directed? The answer is no.
Okay.
He called
Is that
Mr.
Steele?
Garlington.
No.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Garlington said, hey,
His name, I
and this
believe, is
before
Sherpa.
making
Oh,
any
okay.
statements. about the alleged murder. Apparently, he said, you know, can you come pick me up?
Oh, excuse me.
Sure. We went down. A statement, we say it was never made. Mr. Copeland now says it was never made. But regardless, the statement, if it was made once Mr. Copeland gets down there. He's never directed to do anything. He just goes and follows people that he knows. The state is arguing that
Is our son home?
narrative
Which one?
events
Kenneth.
given
No.
so someone
Oh,
can
okay.
comport themselves appropriately, makes a statement in furtherance of the conspiracy. And if we just logically think about that, that would mean that any time there's a declarant and someone else, and a witness who are allegedly involved in the same conspiracy or in the same gang or anything else, anytime a statement of a narrative events is made from declarant to witness and they're linked together
So I wonder how many,
in any sort of alleged gang or conspiracy,
How many people
By
are gonna show up for
definition,
the meet and greet next month then?
it would fall under this exception. And that's just
I know
not the
we're
case.
going, Glenn says
The
he's
state
going.
is saying so he could comport
What?
himself appropriately.
What
They have
happened?
no evidence of that
My
at
phone
all.
needs to be plugged
That's just
in
their theory,
because it's
and
only at
it's just a
15%
blanket
power.
statement to
Oh.
say that it fits under these cases, but it's not backed up by anything. And you know, if we were
There,
to just
try this
allow
one.
those spilling the beans statements in under that just imagined
There you go.
alleged
Here.
basis,
Facing you.
then
Oh,
the rule
okay.
really
Let them
does
see
not
me?
need to exist, and the exception was
Okay.
swallowed.
I got it.
So, it doesn't fall under either of the exceptions asserted by the state.
What is everybody doing? I'm looking forward to that meet and greet.
I just point out that, the cases.
Carter's
that were
birthday, huh?
cited, by defense in,
Does anybody know how old he's gonna be?
for their position, those were not gang cases. Ours
By chance?
Specifically, the cases that we cite are gang cases. We cite a plethora of gang cases. And in doing so, we
Plethora.
express how here there is a distinction between the case that we have and the cases that they are citing, and that we are specifically talking about the criminal conspiracy of the YSL street gang. The argument that any statement made for a narrative purpose would be admissible is inapplicable here, where the statement that was made was not just any statement for a narrative purpose. It was a statement about a criminal act committed by a
Hi, John, 123.
co-YSL.
No, Jim is not cooking some craft dinner and peas. No, I made Polish sausage and sauerkraut.
Is
So that's what he's
alleged by the
eating.
state,
Here,
and we
let me
can
show you
be
about that.
proven to also be a member of. Additionally, we will be at
I'm gonna
trial
put this
later
up, this dirt
on,
garbage
presenting
anyway.
evidence from other sources of what took place at that condo, which
And I have another soda in there. Can you grab it for me?
Yes.
All right. Let's break for lunch. Probably a little bit on the late side for breaking for lunch, but
Oh.
it is 12:35. Let's come back at 1:45.
Lunchtime. So we're out for lunch.
Mr. Steele, I'm going to give you your copy of that transcript back. Thank you for loading it to me.
Okay, we're back from lunch.
Evidentiary motion is, Mr. Williams has filed a motion, and again, I don't know whether this is styled for reconsideration or what, but it's an issue we're gonna have to deal with going forward. So, while I'm not reconsidering prior rulings, we do have to sort out how we're gonna handle this moving forward, and that is concerning 801 and self-serving statements. So, Mr. Steele.
My favorite honey holes are on Donaldson Pike Road by the airport. I have got 5 claimers from different stores there.
Who?
Glenn.
Where?
My favorite are honey holes on Donaldson Pike Road by the airport.
By what airport?
What airport, Glenn?
My understanding, Your Honor, is that that changed with the new evidence code. I cited for the court in my motion that I filed on, Attorney Adams, that I filed on July 10, 2024. Some cases that I might have attached the cases actually to the motion. I can't remember now.
Nashville Airport.
WALKER versus State, 306 Georgia, I think
Can you give me
44.
just
Of course.
1 second?
Of course.
She needs something taken care of, I guess.
Okay, no apology here, ever. So, Walker is WALKER versus State, and it's 306 Georgia 44th, specifically footnote 3.
So does anybody know
8297.
how old Carr is gonna be?
2019 case, where our highest court wrote that and I'm quoting now, the blanket policy against self-serving statements might not have survived the passage of the Georgia New Evidence Code. Then in
I'm just curious.
Jones versus State, it's 303 Georgia. 496, it's in Division 4. 813 South.
Glenn says that Donaldson Park,
2018.
or Donaldson Pike, Jim?
That case.
Donaldson Pike is about 8 miles long right off of I-24.
So the self-serving statement objection is valid. That's why I put that case in the motion. And then it's a good case of Hodges, which is State actually versus Hodges, HODGES, 291-413, footnote 6, 728 Southeast 2D5, 82, 2012. Obviously, that's before January 1, 2013. But what happened was our Supreme Court said that the new evidence code has indoctrinated or codified, I guess.
Now, Glenn doesn't live anywhere near,
8-801C.
he lives near Carter or he lives near Winning Scratcher?
He lives near Winning Scratcher. He lives in Nashville.
Oh, okay.
The court looks at
He's close to Winning Scratchers.
Yeah, he's closer to Winning Scratcher.
Okay.
is for everything. In federal courts, United States versus Jackson.
I hope Winning Scratcher can come.
780.
It'd be nice to see him again.
1305 and 7th Circuit,
Okay.
1986.
Yeah.
For over 40 years, self-serving rule was not followed in federal courts. And here, what was happening is anything said by Mr. Williams that I tried to get in on cross-examination would be met with an objection.
Hey, Tansy, how you doing?
Statements. At times,
Welcome into Mr. Honeybee's Live.
would allow it in under the rule of completeness. So
I hope you're doing good, Taz, and everything is going well.
24-1-106 and 24-1-822. There were times that he let in, but self-serving statements were excluded, even though they weren't going to innocence, which under the old rules, self-serving statements.
Hopefully everything's good in England today.
But anyway.
You're
I'm
good,
not
that's
saying
good.
It's ever going to come up, but it happened so frequently. I just wanted to be courteous because that's the way it was going for several months in the court. So I just wanted to.
USA won another gold. All right.
That's really what it is. In paragraph 11.
Didn't think they wouldn't.
Motion, Your Honor. There was not as much, but under, I think it's 24-8-801.
What should have happened
Uh-huh.
After the opening ceremonies,
Mhm.
I think it should be.
the USA should have pulled out and boycotted the Olympics.
So Judge Glanville would allow in, well, this was sent on social media and your client didn't respond.
Okay, let's see. I'll check, Taz. Let's see.
There was an
Oh.
alleged meeting and your client was there and he didn't deny it, or somebody else had a lyric in a musical song and your client didn't come back with the next verse and say, oh no, that doesn't apply.
Okay.
And that's not.
Taz, you say it's 28 degrees Celsius by you. That means it's 82 degrees
Anyway, those are my
Fahrenheit.
issues. They came up a lot. I'm not.
Taz says, how is all?
There'll be issues going
Good.
forward, but
Mr. Honeybee was,
Okay, I
well, I had to take a nap because I have to work today. Mr. Honeybee went and met with Tower Scratcher.
I guess this is more bringing it to my attention than anything else. We're not
Bloody
talking about
hell, she says.
anything specifically right now, and obviously, as we're moving forward, we'll take up specifics of things as, I'm gonna say as we get to them, although if there's evidence that either side knows they're gonna be intending to use that might have issues or objections, let's try to deal with that to the extent we can before we're in front of the jury. I think I said that already. But, I looked at all your case law and I've looked at the statute and,
She said she bets that was nice that you went to meet Tower Scratcher.
maybe.
What?
Yeah, he had a good time. I had to go take a nap, so I didn't go with
As sort of shorthand for something.
because I'm already
But
dressed for work,
I
so
agree
I
that
had
there
to
is
sleep
not
for a little while.
That's really no longer the issue. And if something is gonna be excluded, it's not gonna be on the basis that it's self-serving. It's gonna be on the basis that it's hearsay and there's no.
Glenn said that his border collie lays on the daybed and watches scratch channels with him.
So.
Well, that's
That
nice.
will be my intention going forward is, to.
I can't say that about my cat.
If it is, obviously, a prior statement of,
She's probably outside, right?
your client is probably gonna be
You let her
hearsay
out.
unless and until
I did?
he testifies. So
Oh,
the
okay.
question is gonna be, does it come in under an exception? Is it a prior consistent or prior inconsistent statement? And with regard to adoptive admissions as well, I agree, there has to be something to indicate, not just, I heard it and I didn't say no. It has to be, I heard it and I didn't in some way dispute it when the
She is a
circumstances
smart
would
girl,
expect
he
me
says.
to dispute it. So, yeah, generally speaking, that's my understanding.
That was good.
And like I say, we'll
cover
take
that.
up the specifics as.
Well, then again, I don't need to cover it up. I need to get it out of this bowl. It's hot.
Great, thank you.
And give it another one.
Yes.
Oh. You feel better?
Yeah.
All right, let me get some things
I don't know,
for
I
that.
think I handed yours back to you before.
Okay.
So I handed, or through my staff attorney, handed you back your copy. I don't know what that is. Okay, understood. All right, the state has a motion to exclude victim character evidence that was filed on July 10th. I don't know if that's something that has been ruled on previously or what this one is really, has that already been dealt with or where are we at that?
Your Honor, in the action state wanted to file that court's guidance in the motions where we were going through specifically Mr. Copeland's redactions,
Okay,
and there was a couple times, and Judge Glanville overruled the state's objection. He wanted some, what we classified as speculative homicides that the deceased victim, Mr. Thomas, was involved in, that Mr. Copeland speaks
All
about
right.
in his interviews.
okay.
And so those redaction conversations with the court were
move
after
this way.
June 12th. So the state forecasting at least has
What does that mean when you say my dog is just a knob?
File this motion.
I don't know, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Proper victim character.
Okay.
Your Honor.
And flesh it out a little bit more
Right,
for
sure.
me.
Right.
So,
you
Mr.
grab my lunch
Copeland
tote?
Can you look?
wanted
For
to
what?
testify to and/or you all had prior statements
Give me
where
your
you
bag.
mentioned and you wanted to get
Can you
in.
look
Him
at the
saying
back of that
something
and
about
see
what?
homicides
CD
that
Yeah.
and
Mr.
see if that
Thomas had been
cord
involved
is
in
seated
perpetrating?
properly?
So, Your Honor,
Which one you talking about? This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not moving.
There you go.
Yep, I'm in my lunch tote. Thank you.
So, Your Honor, I've read some examples where Mr.
Okay.
Copeland, this is what the state wanted to keep out. So,
Wanted to keep out.
yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
The way that prior Honorable Chief Judge Glanville addressed these redactions was, state, let me know what you're not playing, and
Right.
then defense counsel would bring up questions they were gonna ask Mr. Copeland and or play. So there was portions the state was not going to play, and defense counsel said they wanted to get into, where Mr. Copeland was mentioning there's a murder on Long Avenue, there's an individual by the name of Scooter, and it comes up kind of off the cuff of, he heard that Nutt had something to do with this murder, and so the state felt that that falls under what's kind of classically a specific bad act of the victim, which can come in under the witness to include a deceased victim in a case. And the case law, the state's motion on that is, explains all of that, I think, succinctly. And so the state, knowing that we're going to have to go back over these interviews with Mr. Copeland, and some of this may depend on the questions asked and his responses, the state filed this motion. There may be other instances. Those are what came to mind because we recently addressed those. And they're in a recorded statement of Mr. Copeland that the state did not want to play, but defense counsel wanted to ask Mr. Copeland about and would play it if it was impeachment.
Under what date, if y'all had gotten that far, and maybe it's more here to ask.
I was gonna say that, John.
But,
I will defer to the defense on their basis for that because I don't want to misspeak
Okay.
for them.
all right. Somebody from the defense wanna let me know what they might intend to argue with regard to this type of evidence?
She's a Merle Bulldog, has two different colored eyes, one blue and the other is beige color. Wow. She's a dick. Okay, that's what that means.
I
Okay,
defer
then.
to the recordings. I don't have it in front of me, so I'm not intentionally misspeaking. My recollection is this love indicated on January 10, 2015, Mr. Thomas was just hanging out, on the street with his good friends, having a good time, and, just having a friendly time, and then these mean guys did this thing to him, which was misleading. But then they presented witnesses that said that Mr. Thomas was.
Larry got his calculator.
He showed it to me before I fell asleep.
He was
Oh,
a
okay.
gang leader.
He's like, Mom, look what I got today.
They
I'm like,
brought
okay, cool.
Experts and
Got
talked
his,
about
got his calculator, his
If
meter.
gang, Inglewood
So
family
that's
gang,
good.
and Bird gang. These are the gangs that Mr. Thomas was associated with, and so look,
You want a
all
snack
this
cake?
character evidence has really come from the state's witnesses.
Give me some,
and elicited by the state.
Your candy?
Now regarding
Musketeers.
what
Okay.
Mr. Atkins just spoke of, I think we're
How
putting
many?
the cart a little
3.
bit before the horse, because these are things that Mr. Copeland said out
Oh,
of court
a couple
statements.
of these Milky Ways.
I am not conceding, I think, I hope
I know
Your
Ken
Honors
said earlier he was gonna go for
consider
coffee,
the prior
but
argument
I didn't ever
today
see him if he
about
came back or not.
whether,
And that's fine. He's a big boy.
regarding
I don't
what
worry.
Mr. Garlington said, or even Mr. Garlington's statements, alleged statements, Mr. Copeland, are even admissible. But then there's another issue.
Okay, Taz. Taz said she's got to head out.
Admissible.
She said she'll catch us both soon. Okay, Taz. Thank you so much, my friend. You have a great day or evening, I should say, because I think it's way past. It's at like what 10:30 at night, I think.
Again,
Almost.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. So,
I
Good
don't
night,
even know
Taz.
why we're
good night, Taz.
playing prior statements to begin with. All that being said, my recollection of the arguments were that Mr. Copeland was making references to what he knew about Mr. Thomas as a gang leader that may have been involved in other violent acts. My recollection
Good night,
of the
Taz.
litigation of that issue was that
Yep, time to go to bed.
certain defendants, and
For
it
her.
wasn't on behalf of Mr. Stillwell, but certain defendants have argued that Mr. Copeland is responsible for the death of Mr. Thomas. And the argument, as I recall it, was that if that's the defense's theory, that Mr. Copeland's belief and understanding, you gotta remember in context, Mr. Copeland, aside from all the gentlemen here, was embroiled in this side controversy with Mr. Thomas's brother, Mr. Watts, Kelvin Watts. And there was a fight a couple of days beforehand at Club Crucial where Mr. Copeland's face was bloodied and he was.
So Todd wants to do that again where he comes here? And we'll go together? Todd?
He had this
Like we did?
side,
Okay.
Todd will come here and we'll.
And we'll go together. Okay.
And my recollection of the argument was that Mr. Copeland's knowledge and belief that Mr. Thomas.
I wonder if Lottery
had a
Junkie's
history of
gonna go.
Violence, created the motive.
And any stragglers we pick up along the way.
Essentially a preemptive strike.
Out there with their thumb out.
That he knew that he was in a beef, in a disagreement.
The gambler, lottery junkie.
And that goes to
Yeah.
his motive.
Okay, he's
Mr.
not,
Copeland.
yeah, who is not alleged to have had by anybody. as
Was
far as
Gambler
I can
there
tell
last
from what
time?
y'all
Yes.
said to me today,
Okay.
to have
He
had
was picked up by Dad Bass Scratching.
Oh, that's right. He had gone there the night before.
Right.
I don't
Okay.
know. That's not been the state's theory, and that has not been Mr. Stillwell's theory. But that did come up.
Okay, well, it may be that what Mr. Copeland thinks about Mr. Thomas's violent reputation is entirely irrelevant then.
It may be irrelevant. I don't want to speak for other counsel, but that's my recollection
all right.
of the events. But
So then I can watch it
I
from
think that
when you first went live to see
my
Tower
personal
Scratcher with
opinion,
you.
The most prudent thing is to figure
Yes,
out
because
what
I
was
started
said,
live
Right.
even
when I was
this
there.
first.
Okay.
But
Okay.
in general, Your Honor, the defense is not, we haven't been bringing out evidence.
I
about
first
this.
caught him up on the tower.
Okay.
The state played
Hey, you up there?
a video where Mr. Thomas's brother was carrying an assault
Come on down here.
barbershop at the time of the shooting. The state's witness said that Mr. Thomas.
Okay.
He was at a certain point,
Yes.
and then his partner was much higher.
Oh, so he's got a partner that's there with him. Okay.
So these
He,
are
the guy. Oh, the guy was higher than he was
Yeah.
up there.
For example,
Okay.
The January 28, 2015 interview.
I did watch Winning Scratcher
Headquarters.
video he posted. Winning Scratcher's video he posted.
When?
This was when was it? Yeah, let me see.
Detective Dennis asked, "What do you know about not having anyone else out there?"
He posted this 10 hours ago. He did 3 of the 100 times tickets,
On Cleveland, don't know much
the
about
$10 tickets.
Did he win?
He won on one. He won $20 back
Detective gave
out of 30.
Game detective says, "Mr. Copeland, tell us when you start smiling." And Copeland says,
And I replied back to him. I said, "Great win, my friend." And I woo.
Just like he did
And he said, "Thanks, woo, thanks, Mrs. Honeybee Scratcher. Hope you're having a great day."
speculative examples of
So,
specific conduct. And that's why
I had to make
don't
sure
even
I.
think about that.
Okay.
has reviewed these briefings, a April 2024 Supreme Court of Georgia case, Ward v. State, 318 GA 884. I used in Ward, it's dealing with.
Okay, let me reply back to this email Donna sent.
Why?
She said, "Hey, Mrs. Maria, I've sent you the $40 for the coins. I can't wait to get them. Have a great day." I'm going to reply and ask her for her address.
There you go.
Specific acts of the victim as character evidence, and even a self-defense allegation, which no defendant in this case has alleged they shot Mr. Thomas in self-defense. It still establishes it must be through reputation and opinion only. And so the state's it's a two-part motion. Specifically, character of the victim is rarely relevant in a murder trial.
What were you going to do? Just deliver them yourself?
Yeah.
It has to be through reputation or opinion on some salient issue.
I could deliver them tomorrow.
What Mr. Copeland's discussing about the state's understanding is quite speculative even at that. But the state's position is specific bad acts, which murder, I can't think of a more concrete example of a specific bad act of a witness or deceased victim than murder. So speculating about that, the state feels that's just classic.
And I gave
under
Tower Scratcher a
24.4
few coins to do as giveaways.
Well,
Yeah.
plan to follow.
Oh, okay, Stephanie. She said I need to go, and then she want to let you know Granite State Scratcher will be on at 5:45.
All right.
Oh, in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least
Okay.
let you know, so-
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be going in the room, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, the state has a motion to compel.
All right, I just sent that email.
Compliance with
Replied.
Reciprocal discovery obligations and to exclude evidence intentionally withheld and not timely disclosed. And I had via email asked specifically as to the authorship of this particular motion, and to have whomever authored this motion be present in court.
You saw it, right?
The response I got
Mhm.
back was
Okay.
Ms. Love saying, "I will be present."
Very nice amount underneath that, Wayne.
You were the author of this
His
motion.
email was going to trash.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know why.
I don't either, because
So I have some
One,
problems
you know,
with some of the
That was a good wing
representation
there, Glenn. I like that.
and that's where I found his emails, in the trash. And I don't understand why, but I made him not spam, so
Okay.
anything we get from him
Yeah, I don't know
now,
why it would go to spam.
anything we get from him now will not go to trash.
Okay.
To disclose prior to trial and an ongoing duty to timely disclose in bold any relevant.
Should I take the survey?
He intends to use
What survey?
From Reliable Heating Air, they wanted me to take the survey to give them
Not yet.
feedback. Okay, I'll leave it in there.
Of two cases, Waddell and Young. I've read both of those cases. Show me in either of those cases where there is a proposition that discovery and reciprocal discovery obligations of the defense applies to evidence that's going to be used solely as impeachment.
I didn't say solely as.
That's why I didn't want to respond to feedback yet.
As substantive.
Which implies.
Yeah, I'll
that
say hello to Granite State when I go in there
impeachment
before I
evidence
leave.
Triggers the reciprocal discovery obligation.
No.
Do you want me to end you want to end your
You
live or?
read it in our-
Not just yet.
Okay, you got 3
What I was
people
saying
left.
was that it has to
Oh,
be-
then I guess you better end it.
Okay.
That is the representation that.
Okay, guys, we're gonna end the live
When I'm down to
because
3 people, nobody cares that I'm live.
because Granite State Scratcher is going live in another 10 minutes. So we're gonna go in there and give him our love and support. Tell him hello. Tell him it's good to see him again. So we will see you guys. Hopefully, we'll see you guys there. Oh wait, we got no. It's up to 5. Hey, ain't going anywhere yet.
So you concede to them that if evidence is gonna be used solely as impeachment evidence, that.
When I
there's
was
no
with
triggering
Tower
of reciprocal
Scratcher,
discovery
he's
obligation?
like, how many people you got in the room? And I look at him, we got
Say
12.
to them.
My apologies to
I
the court for
said,
that. In
I'm
order
usually
for-
doing good when I have 2.
And what I said in
Then it went up to 13.
amendment, Your Honor, was,
Tower Scratcher. I wouldn't want to be up on a high like that.
I
That'd make
something
me
wrong with
nervous.
it.
That'd make me nervous.
I'd climb all the way up there.
You climbed up there?
No, I said I would climb all the way up
Oh,
there. No, I can't go on there.
cause yeah, I just thought what?
I'm not insured.
Right.
so
I didn't even go
what
beyond the
our
gate
position is, Your Honor,
To where
as I
they were?
stated on page
to where they
3
were.
of
I
the
stayed where his
amendment,
truck was.
Okay.
is outlining what Georgia's
Was he already done then by the time you left?
statutory
He was done where he
requirements
was
are, of course,
working over there?
Yeah, pretty much.
1716 4C4
They were done,
requires.
pretty much done with what they had to do.
And,
Okay.
then I go down to.
And then he showed me the
section C
light,
on that same
which you'll
page
see
where,
if you watch
I
my
cite
live.
Ag
Yeah, I wanna see when you
versus
when he was there with you.
You'll see the
340,
light
343,
that
and go on
he's
to
gonna
say
have to
Georgia's
change in
discovery law
Gainesville.
does not explicitly apply
It's
1716 4C to evidence
the light
used
to
simply for the
inform
purpose of
airplanes,
impeachment.
helicopters,
Okay. And
that
then
there's
I
a
say
tower
that
here.
unquestionably applies to,
Oh, so he's got to go
that
to
second
Gainesville to do that. Okay.
Right.
as substantive evidence.
And that's all the way
And
up
then
at the
section
top
D,
of the
Your Honor, I
tower.
Oh
cite
God.
To relevant civil.
Well, he wears a harness and everything, doesn't
Oh,
he?
yeah,
Yeah, I thought so,
He has
because
a harness, there's like a couple locking mechanisms.
right,
that
so
they-
he's not gonna fall or anything
Right.
like that. Yeah. God.
Possession, custody, or control, my apologies.
Every day he's somewhere different.
The defendant intends to
Pretty
use
much.
the item in the
Like today he's
defendant's
Buford.
case
Tomorrow, like he said, he's
trial.
he's got to go to Rome.
Federal
Right,
Rules of
he's
Criminal
got
Procedure
3 places to go to today.
16B1 alpha.
Buford,
So
Gainesville, and then there was
it can
another
be
place.
Oh wow.
used
Okay,
in
so he's
the
busy.
And then
state's
tomorrow
case
they'll be in
chief,
Rome.
maybe
Right.
be impeachment evidence, maybe be substantive evidence, maybe be both.
Yeah, bless his heart to
It's
get
not
all
where
that stuff
in
he's
the
got to do.
trial it comes in that matters. It's whether it's used.
Oh, I
and
knew it would hit the
intended
fan.
For use as substantive evidence or not. That is, yes, okay. So as long as we're all on the same page with that, and I actually do think that, to the extent anybody might want to take a closer look at what those distinctions are, I think it's, where the court actually says, hey, you know what, these can be tricky, these can be dicey. Here's what it means. Here's the difference between the two. So I would recommend for everybody's reading pleasure, the court's exposition of that issue in the Waddell case. And in that amendment, I did correct what else. Okay.
You stay inside.
All right, so
It's okay.
we'll follow that law as well. So, Your Honor, the reading. Yeah, and so I guess I don't know if you've got specifics with regard to things that you
Okay, Mama, go feed you.
have not been
My thing
turned
lost.
over,
Mm.
that exist and
I don't
haven't been
even
turned
know why you
over.
got it hanging up there
I
anyway.
cite, for example, in these amendment to the supplement on page
But
1.
you can go ahead and end my live because it's 5:36,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be going in Towers in
Granite States?
Scratchers room.
Okay, guys. We are going to head off of here because Granite State Scratcher is going live in another 12 minutes.
12
So,
minutes.
oh, I'm sorry.
8 minutes.
8 minutes, sorry. So we are going to head out of here. We hope you guys will come over there and say hello. And then we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
The state conducted days worth